kinda creepy down here, don't you think?
Hope you're not scared of rats.
Ha! Me? Never. You didn't see any, did you? You know, there was a time I almost did this kind of thing for a living.
I can see why.
Looks like a release button for the door. Nothing's happening. Anna Maria, could you try pressing the button here, please?
Sure. Ready? Here goes.
You know, there was a time I almost did this kind of thing for a living.
I can see why.
A knight holding a shield. The shield looks like a riddle. Cross, crescent moon, Star of David. I wonder why these symbols are here. cross, crescent moon, Star of David. I wonder why these symbols are here. The manuscript was made in 1307. The Templars must have known an attack was imminent and took care their treasure would be safe. It's kind of creepy down here, don't you think?
Hope you're not scared of rats.
Ha! Me? Never. You didn't see any, did you? You know, there was a time I almost did this kind of thing for a living.
I can see why.
I can't get a signal. I can't get a signal. I can't get a signal. It reads, "The second, address the arms upon the shields, and close the circle for the knights to let you pass." That's done it.
Nice work.
Fleur-de-lis in some pattern. Fleur-de-lis in some pattern. Solved.
George, you're a miracle worker.
You know, sometimes I think I just might be. third night. Will the riddles never end? Four knights with shields. The fourth coat of arms is hidden. Four knights with shields. The fourth coat of arms is hidden. It reads, "The third, follow the master's worldly route and prove yourself worthy to lift. First, the fortress where he did fight, but was overwhelmed by Mamluk's might. Then he traveled to Longshank's fair city, and as grand preceptor he was received. To the temple at Villeneuve, where he was appointed Grand Master of the Order, before journeying to the island where he holds his court. I think the master must be Jacques de Molay. The fortress must be Acre with the mention of Mamluks. Longshanks is easy, that's London. Temple is in France. Island Court. Which one could this be?" 4 knights with shields. The 4th coat of arms is hidden. Excellent. That alcove is empty. Anna Maria, could you go stand in one of the alcoves?
Why?
The manuscript says we need to take our place in the circle.
Oh, I see. What happens then?
Well, if we're lucky, we find ourselves in the treasure room.
And I get the treasure.
That's the plan.
Aha.
What?
Nothing.
Come on, Anna Maria. Hey, what's the matter?
It's such a big step. Don't you see? If the treasure's really there, then everything changes.
But, Anna Maria, it changes for the better.
You think so?
I know so. I've been poor often enough.
Maybe it's not about the money.
So maybe it's not. But whatever happens, the way you and I have done this, the way we've been together, the way it's worked out, it's got to be a force for good, don't you think? A positive thing, a good thing. Agreed?
Agreed.
So let's do it.
You're right. Let's do it.
It's kind of creepy down here, don't you think?
Hope you're not scared of rats.
Ha! Me? Never. You didn't see any, did you? You know, there was a time I almost did this kind of thing for a living.
I can see why. It's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
Me too. You know something? I don't think it's medieval. I think it's even older.
Almost biblical.
Yeah, it seems familiar. Why is that?
So many paintings of angels, I guess.
You're right. Botticelli, Michelangelo.
none so beautiful as this.
So, how are we gonna get it out?
Oh, it feels like stealing.
Are you kidding? I don't see anyone else down here putting in the hours.
You're right. Come on, let's do it.
Atta girl.
Anna Maria. She's got her own plans. It's the treasure we've been searching for.
It's kinda creepy down here, don't you think?
Hope you're not scared of rats.
Ha! Me? Never. You didn't see any, did you?
Acre. Acre. Rome. Cyprus. Alexandria. Paris. Babel. It reads, "The third, follow the master's worldly route and prove yourself worthy to lift. First, the fortress where he did fight, but was overwhelmed by Mamluk's might. Then he traveled to Longshank's fair city, and as grand preceptor he was received. To the temple at Villeneuve, where he was appointed Grand Master of the Order, before journeying to the island where he holds his court." I think the master must be Jacques de Molay. The fortress must be Acre with the mention of Mamluks. Longshanks is easy, that's London. Temple is in France. Island court. Which one could this be? Alexandria. Acre. Rome. Cyprus. Babel. Constantinople. London. Acre. Constantinople, London, London, Paris, it reads, "The last, to see the light, turn from holy Sion to face the great fortress of the Empire of the East, the seat of the Holy Church in the west, the learned Coptic city to the south." It reads, "The third, follow the Master's worldly route and prove yourself worthy to lift. First, the fortress where he did fight, but was overwhelmed by Mamluk's might. Then he traveled to Longshank's fair city, and as grand preceptor he was received. To the temple at Villeneuve, where he was appointed Grand Master of the Order, before journeying to the island where he holds his court. I think the Master must be Jacques de Molay. The fortress must be Acre with the mention of Mamluks. Longshanks is easy, that's London. Temple is in France. Island Court. Which one could this be? The medieval city of Paris. Constantinople. 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 Acre. Acre. London. Paris. Babel. Cyprus. Cyprus.
I've got it. Oh, strange. It's so much lighter than it looks.
Oh, George, it's beautiful.
I know. Amazing. Now all we gotta do is work out how we get out of here.
It's the plinth for the cherub. It stands dead center in the room on what must be Jerusalem. It reads, "The last, to see the light, turn from holy Sion to face the great fortress of the Empire of the East, the seat of the Holy Church in the west, the learned Coptic city to the south. It reads, "The last, to see the light, turn from holy Sion to face, the great fortress of the Empire of the East, the seat of the Holy Church in the west, the learned Coptic city to the south."
It worked!
Let's get out of here.
We did it, George.
I know. Are we brilliant or what?
Champagne's on me.
No way. That's my treat.
Okay, I'll buy you dinner.
Deal. Oh, what a meal.
What an evening.
Yep.
Well, time for bed, I think.
Time for sofa. Better hit the sack.
George, wouldn't you be more comfortable here?
Comfortable?
Uh-huh.
Does that mean what I think it means?
Want to show me what you think it means?
How long you got?
All night. That enough?
It'll do. For starters.
One thing.
Yeah?
Who's Nico? Last night, you talked about her in your sleep.
Oh, she's somebody I knew. Once. In a past life.
A different country.
Something like that.
One more thing.
Last one.
Turn the angel round, would you?
My grandfather used to say to me, George, life is full of ups and downs, and with a face like yours, you'd better get used to the downs. Very funny, but in the end, not far from the truth. So how did it all go wrong this time? Let's go back to the Pasha Palace. Anna Maria and I had, I was asleep when I heard a noise. I didn't see who did it or what they did with Anna Maria, but when I came around, she was gone, and in her place was the waiter, which was strange. Kinda reassuring. I hadn't ordered room service, but that wasn't why he was there. He wanted answers, and I believed him when he said he'd shoot me through each kneecap if he didn't get them. I think it's safe to say he had his own agenda, and somehow he knew about the cherub. I seem to remember saying, Anna Maria's been kidnapped, but the waiter was more interested in the cherub. How big was it? Was it really gold? Who was I working for? Then, suddenly, sirens. Terrific, I thought. I'm going to be rescued from this lunatic. It was the cavalry, all right. And they sure were coming to arrest somebody. Me. My face had been recognized on security footage at Topkapi. They thought I was a terrorist. And the waiter? Yeah, he was no waiter. He was some kind of cop, name of Mevlut. Things were just getting peachier and peachier. Mevlut told him to seal the room, then he left. A soldier with an interesting face came really close and said, Mr. George, you have been a very bad boy. You are going to prison for a long, long time. I thanked him, like a good American citizen, and then it all went black.
And here I am. Not your average vacation cruise, huh?
Inviting? No. Comfortable? No. Adequate? Not even. A window right out of reach, taunting me. Very damp wall. The mortar's crumbling. A complex drain system runs across the floor, perfect for getting rid of all that blood, sweat, and tears. On the table, a piece of moldy cheese, which is just beginning to evolve. Aha. I know how this works. Now, if only I had a bit of string and a magnet, I could get the key in no time. On second thought, I don't really want to touch that cheese. If the rat doesn't want it, neither do I. Guard?
What do you want?
I may be American, but I have rights too, you know.
Do me a favor.
Not too chatty, that guy. The mouse can get through, but George can't. It's gone. Doesn't look like the rat's coming out. Ow! Darn rat! Aha. No more rats, but there's something else there. A bracket. The mortar's loose around the stone. I just have to scrape it away. There. Now I'll be able to pull the stone out of the wall. Out comes the block.
Hey, American, that no good. You just lose me 20 lire. Not that it do you any good. You're just breaking into the next cell. Now give me that bracket. You might cut yourself. Oh, and someone's here to see you.
I am Father Nicholas. This is Sister Immaculata. My son, you have suffered more than you deserve.
I couldn't agree more.
But remember, there are always others worse off than yourself.
Oh, yeah? Well, I don't see him lining up to join me in here.
News of your arrest reached our orphanage. The children understand that even the most damned of sinners may yet repent in the face of love and charity.
Really? Nice of him to put it like that.
They have donated these playthings to occupy your time until the execution.
The what?
Until the trial. From Janab, these marbles. From Khalil, this little mechanical mouse. From Errol, this squeaky toy. And now, we must leave. There is a last client on death row in need of prayer.
Yeah? Well, give him my best, huh? And, thanks for the toys. Just what I always wanted.
On the roof. 1 hour. Be there.
What? Hey! What did you say? Execution? Just what I need. A handful of marbles. That takes me back. This string doesn't look like it belongs on a marble bag. It's strong nylon cord. The marble bag unfolds. A little mechanical mouse that you wind up. Let's give it a go. A rubber thing that talks when you squeeze it. That's not quite right. Guard!
What do you want?
Was it something I said?
Ah!
Now he's warming to me. I can tell. That won't work here. that won't work here. That's not quite right. That's not such a good idea. I am not going to do that. That won't work here. Using that won't work. That's not the right approach. The marbles spread nicely in front of the door.
Guard? What do you want?
Just wanted to say, that uniform really suits you.
Guard!
The guard's out cold, but not for long. I can just reach the key. I only want to steal the key. I could have sworn I saw my things on this table.
Should have gagged that guard and tied his hands.
With his hands and feet tied together, he's going nowhere. A nice gag. That'll stop him yelling. So the nun told me to meet her on the roof. How the hell am I going to get up there? Where's my lucky salami when I need it? Nice doggy. A can of beef on the table. I can't pick it up with the dog staring at me. Dog bowl. Looks empty. Quick, while it's busy. Got it. No way am I doing that. The dog's certainly got sharp teeth, but I still need to open the can before I can feed him. The mouse key is perfect for opening the can.
Here, boy. Dinner. Oh, I'm back here.
Someone's taken the trouble of installing an extra firewall on this PC. I can't get in now. Locked, and I can't squeeze under. The guard with the dog will be back. Probably shouldn't risk it. There's no way I can climb up there while the guards are patrolling the yard. That won't work here. Open the door and get caught? No way am I doing that. That's not quite right. Best not to go back there. The dog's probably finished his dinner. I can see the guards patrolling out there. I am not gonna do that. Using that won't work. Off you go, little mousy. Sometime soon he's gonna set off the alarm. I don't want to be around when that happens. If only I could get the guards to look the other way. I can climb up the vine while the guards are distracted by the alarm.
Right. On the roof. Now, where is that priest?
What the... What the...
A loose stone lying on the roof. A loose stone lying on the roof. Speak to me, little toy. Ah, perfect.
Who's there?
Play with me. Play with me.
What the?
Play with me.
Thanks for the toys, sister, but what do we do now? Pray for a miracle?
No, Georges. You remain patient and ask politely.
Nico!
Mind my wimple, Georges. What would Father Nicholas say?
But what are you doing here?
Saving you from a heroic death, I think.
Well, I appreciate it, but how did you get here, and what's with the outfit?
Oh, Georges, when you didn't call for so long, I began to despair. And then I decided to renounce the world.
Oh my god. You mean you really are a nun?
Hey, Georges, get real. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I knew that.
So, you fancy a swim?
With you? Anytime, but how?
I've got a zip wire all rigged up, ready and waiting.
Well, what's keeping us?
Just like old times, huh?
Let's go.
Yeehaw!
So that's how I ended up in jail.
Well, you have been busy, Georges. And this girl, what's her name? Mandy? Angela?
Anna Maria.
It never occurred to you that she's been playing you for a sucker?
What? Nico!
She's run you like Dumb and Dumber, don't you see?
No, I don't. She's a victim in all this, just like me. And she's wonderful and fantastic and the best thing that's ever happened to me. And if you don't want to help me, then you can...
Okay. Just needed to know how sure you were about this whole thing.
Well, I am sure, damn sure.
Good. So now that's clear, Georges. What shall we do?
Okay. I guess we need to get back into my room, somehow. Look for clues.
Your cover's blown, so that's going to be up to me. I'll see if I can get us access to the rooms.
Funny there's no cops here.
I smell a trap.
You gonna be okay?
Georges, I'm a little out of practice. But with an outfit like this, how difficult can it be, huh?
Good luck. I'll hang back, keep my head down.
Georges. As usual, he's in trouble and needs rescuing.
I'm really worried about her, Nico. I'm fine, thanks, though that bump on my head still hurts.